I'm absolutely delighted to welcome this afternoon Alison Neal and Alun Roberts from Hunton Energy Services, who are both exhibiting and taking part in our welded and non-welded connections conference that's going to be taking place early next year. Hi everybody, how are you today?
Hi, very good, thank you.
Good. And are you okay for me to ask you a couple of questions this afternoon?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
All good. I'll start with you, Alison. Alison, can you tell me what you're looking forward to as an exhibitor at this conference?
Hunting are really looking forward to being part of the exhibition next year. We're doing something a little different, and we're going to be talking about existing technology, but for a new audience.
Alun, you're going to be giving a presentation, but you're also obviously on the exhibition stand. Can you tell us about what is the product that you're going to be exhibiting or talking about?
Yeah, it's going to be about downhole threaded connections. These have traditionally been used as casing and tubing in oil and gas wells since the time first oil was drilled for. But there's been a continued development to incrementally improve the performance and reliability as increasing service demands come up.
Okay, and what are the limits on the operational conditions?
Oh, these connections are threaded onto pipes or integrally onto tools. They come in high strength carbon steels, stainless steels, nickel and other alloys. So there's no real limitation to the materials. There's a wide range of fit for purpose connections which match or exceed the pressures and loads limited by the pipe body. So again, you know, it's the pipe body that govern the service limits.
Okay.
Testing is routinely done for HT applications over 180 Celsius and even 350 degrees Celsius for geothermal service.
Okay, and what are the benefits of this technology over other applications out with the traditional, and have you got any examples of where this has been done?
Yeah, well, we think there's plenty to learn from these connections outside the drilling community. For example, to date, there's been a little bit of crossover into flow lines and risers, but the benefits of these connections are they're slimline. They work within, you know, a small wall thickness, they're 1/4 of an inch upwards. They don't use bolts or flanges, and there are no welded parts. They're quick to assemble, and no integrity test is generally required. And of course, they can be disassembled and reused, which is a big benefit too.
Oh, that sounds brilliant. And how should the user check that they've been installed properly?
Well, the installation's typically confirmed by 2 practical methods. One, applying a predetermined torque, which is based on the size, thickness, and grade of the steel. Each connection then has a permanent record via a torque turn graph. Secondly, you know, the connections are made up to a positional or rotational alignment. So there's some visual identification that correct installations occurred. Of course, before installation, connections need to be visually checked just for accidental damage or corrosion, and they'll be segregated according to that then. But of course, good practices and procedure as always will help ensure a trouble-free job.
Perfect. And then what maintenance or inspection do these connectors need once they've been installed?
Well, once they've been put together, that's it. There's generally no maintenance in service, unless, of course, you have to disassemble for any reason or a workover, for instance. So assuming the original material selection is suited for the service application, then you know, connections typically last the lifetime of the intended spell.
So thank you so much, Alun, for describing your product. Alison, we're very much looking forward to having you guys at the conference. Have you got anything else that you'd like to say?
Yeah, we're really looking forward to being there as well.
Excellent. And so thank you so much for taking part in my little questionnaire this afternoon. And we'll look forward to seeing you both early next year at the SPE IMEP conference. Thank you so much.